Hey, Dr. J.
Ugh. Welcome to another episode of You Can't Handle the Tooth. This is Dr. J, the Real Floss Boss, coming back at you with another episode of some interesting information. Now, it happens to be Christmas. I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. And we all did today. It was kind of fun. But I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. And speaking of Christmas, sometimes we get lumps of coal, right? If we're not good, we get lumps of coal. Well, this year, you may be actually asking for coal in your stocking by way of charcoal. This is what I wanted to talk about today, this charcoal toothpaste. This was provided to me by Salt Co. You can look them up on Instagram. They're a great company with jewelry and different eclectic items and palettes and things that they do. Todd Depositor, quite artistic guy, so look him up on Instagram. But they provided this for me so I could do a review on it. I get questions about this stuff all the time. It goes back a year ago or so when I did the video on AP24 Whitening Toothpaste. You can catch that. I'll probably put a link down below for that here. And anyways, look up that video if you're interested in the AP24 toothpaste. This is on the charcoal. This is literally black charcoal that you put on your toothbrush and you brush your teeth. And if you look up any of these pictures of people that are doing it, like you may have seen me do, it does not look very attractive. But does it work? Why do people use this? What's it for? They say it will whiten your teeth, and the question is, does it? So we didn't put it to the test, but we did try it, and I just want you to know that the flavor is That's what the kids say these days. It's like EHH, you know, if you had to spell it out. That's about how it is. It's nothing delicious or minty. Okay, so it's not so great tasting, but does it whiten your teeth? The answer is probably. You know, how do you dispute results? You know, you can't assume everyone that posts a before and after picture is not telling the truth. So it must lighten your teeth somewhat. So there's a couple of things, though, you need to be aware of. Okay, this is super important. Number one, when you are looking at before and after pictures, whether it's of people that do their eyes or their lips or their teeth, always look closely at the whole picture, because photography is not photography. People take pictures closer up than they did before. The flash is brighter, the teeth are wider. You see what I'm saying? Things can be edited or adjusted. And so take what you see in pictures as, you know, they look brighter, so maybe they work, okay? But just be skeptical of before and after photography in general. Number two, does it work? I can tell you this, it is abrasive. There's no question, it's abrasive. And so abrasivity, there are lots of trials and there are standards about abrasivity factors and how abrasive certain materials are. So some sandpapers are very, very rough. They have a factor. Some cotton is not rough. They have a factor. They're just factors just very, very different. So where on the scale is this charcoal toothpaste? I can tell you that it's abrasive. So what is the problem with abrasive toothpastes, abrasive charcoal that you put on your teeth? Enamel isn't steel. And so the more you brush with something that is very abrasive, the more you can create your own little crevices, holes, notches, ditches in your teeth. All right. The other thing is toothbrush death grip pressure. Some people think the harder that I brush with it, the wider it's going to be, and you're just going to brush your enamel away over time. So that is something to be very, very skeptical of when you're using this, and something you should be aware of. So light brushing, and just remember that it can be abrasive. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. The other thing I want to mention is, if you have any crowns, veneers, fillings, you need to know those things will not change color. So as you whiten teeth, if you have an existing crown or fillings on your front teeth, the teeth may lighten up a little bit, but the filling is going to stay the same color and it's going to stand out. So be aware of that. Also, I think this needs to be said, if you brush your gums too much, your gums can become irritated and red. And a deeper red will make the teeth look whiter because of contrast. Just keep that in mind. So there's lots of these little things that you need to think of. As far as the pressure, I think if you want to use this stuff for whitening because you don't want to go to a dentist and pay the big bucks, I don't blame you for trying something that's innovative that could work. I would just use caution. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying, like everything else, moderation is best. Use this for a couple of weeks, let it do its job, and then let it go. Live your life. 6 months later, do it again for a couple of weeks. Okay? That's what I would suggest. There are none, zero, zilch, 9, I don't know any other zeros, zero. There are no long-term studies on this stuff and the effects that it can have on teeth at all. It is not FDA approved, much less ADA approved. So keep those things in mind, okay? Use it for fun, use it sparingly, enjoy the whitening benefit that it might provide for you, but do not substitute this as an everyday toothpaste. Will it remove plaque? Oh yeah, but it will remove other stuff too if you use it too much, and things that you don't want removed. So keep that in mind. That is my review on this brand is called Pearls, but on the charcoal toothpaste, there are many different kinds available actually. So keep that in mind, but the concept is still the same. Use it sparingly, enjoy the benefit, do not overdo it. You can cause damage. We don't have any long-term studies to prove how good it is. Sorry that it's so dark, but I wanted to represent coal. Black, dark. So if you wanted a lump of coal in your stocking this year, maybe get this kind of stuff. I don't know, the Saltco may still sell it, I'm not sure, but you can pick it up from them. They're on Instagram. Great company. Anyway, that is my review on charcoal toothpaste, and I would love to take any questions you have. The last one I did on AP24, man, we got tons of views and tons of questions. Can be quite controversial, especially people that sell this thing. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm just telling you like it is. No studies. So be a little skeptical. Use it sparingly. Use it with caution. And that's it. This is Dr. J, the Real Floss Boss, signing off. I will see you hopefully in a week where we'll do another one right before Christmas. Out. Ugh.